What's up guys, Toxin here. Welcome back to the Pocket Maplestory Xenon gameplay, walkthrough, and skill build. Today we've actually made it to our second job advancement. I went through previously on my previous video, I went through all the skills and explained them all. If you guys missed that, be sure and check that out. And I just went ahead and put 1 point into the Quicksilver, the focus, flash, and jump skill, and I put 1 into Xenon mastery, and I believe I'm actually going to go ahead and put 1 more point into both just to kind of balance them out. The mastery is mastery 10, which is it's a must if you guys have the Xenon class. The second job, make sure you max this at 10. And this chain skill, I'm going to call it chain skill because you can see that it's got 3 different skills, but it's only got one little marker for adding points to it because it actually adds to all 3. This is going to be your main skill for this class, and I don't believe there's any other skills that you're really going to use off of this one. Pinpoint rocket is still going to be mainly probably one of your most used skills. If you guys don't know what that is, check out my previous videos. It's from the first job skills, and it actually is a long range attack where you fire about 5 missiles. It does 440 damage, pretty much 440 damage a pinpoint rocket. It's a really helpful skill, and it'll get you all the way up to the second job. That's pretty much what I wrote on the whole time, so we're just going to go ahead and go on. I believe we're moving on to the next area. We fought the Aqua Road boss, Papulatus. I believe that's his name. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but we're going to go ahead and finish this quest and move on to the next area. I think I broke some bones getting into a fender bender with a scuba Pepe the other day. Okay, this is the same one, so we're going to go ahead and try to finish this one right here. So to finish this quest, you're going to go talk to Edwin. I knew from the beginning that you were strong enough to beat Pianist. So yeah, that's what it is, Pianist, not Papulatus. My bad, guys. You get 2,261 experience points, 750 misos, and a stellar energy sword acquired weapon. Also, you have an amazing ability in the pulse. You're in between a human and a Xenoroid, a perfect version that Alcadnos, I'm going to say his name's Alcadnos, have been looking for. I know someone who'd love to meet you. You can stay here if you want, but I can tell you have more questions to ask. You remind me of my younger self. Why don't you meet this new person I'm going to introduce to you? He'll find you very interesting. He's in a place called MAGATIA. I've opened up a portal in the red coral forest for you. Please go meet Maid. I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. We're going to go ahead and quick teleport there. Just traveling takes way too long. It's a pain. You have to end up using potions and all that stuff by running across monsters. Before we talk to him, I'm going to get a quick scope of the area. Looks like we have the hairstylist and cosmetic stylist here. We have the consumables merchant above us. We have the storage and crafting merchant on the top. We have Han the broker. I'm not sure exactly what he's for. The equipment merchant, candy shop, and we have Carson, which will probably do quests for him. I'm pretty positive. And one thing before I actually talk to him, I'm going to go to the crafting guy at the top. And see, I can't remember what profession I actually picked. I'm going to go ahead and spend the 100 misos to raise my mastery on this, just because. Now your mastery is insufficient. If you want to go to increase your level, increase your mastery first. Okay. Let me check out. If I can delete my profession, I can actually craft. I believe I need to fuse more items. So I'm going to go ahead and... I'm not sure exactly how to fuse and stuff yet. I'm going to see what... Okay, I see what it is. I'm going to take 2 things that I don't use. Or all 3 things. Well, 2 things that I don't use and fuse them together. These items cannot be fused. Okay, we'll just wait. And we'll try working on that later. Now I got a general idea how that works out. I know fusing items, if you guys are trying to make misos in the early stages, go ahead and fuse your items because they sell more. It's one of the best ways to make money in Pocket Maplestory. I've never seen you around. What brings you? Wait, your body, your hair, you're an Xenoroid, aren't you? And you were once human. How can you tell? Because I study Xenoroids for a living. Nice to meet you. I'm Maid from Akando. Hello, my name is Xenon. I came here to understand myself. Did she? If you want to know something while in this village, then you should talk to Broker Han. Ah, Broker Han. I knew he'd be of some use. Let's go talk to... Where's he at? He is at the top. Second to top platform. Strangers come to me for two reasons. One, they need information. Two, they mistook me for someone else. Which are you? Edwin at Veritas said I could find out about many things if I came here. He said you could find out about many things. Yes, you can. I know a lot of things. Especially I know everything that takes place in Maple World's two most troublesome scientific organizations. But did he tell you that my information has a price? You have to pay me misos if you want me to answer your questions. But I don't have any misos. That's a lie. I have a fair amount of misos. Good. I accept other payment methods as well. Go to Lab Unit 101 and get some gelatin from cube slimes. Go to Lab Unit 101 and get gelatin from cube slimes and I'll answer your questions. I usually quick teleport, but I'm assuming it's the first map outside of the area. Now we get a chance to test some of these skills and see what they're actually about and what their animations are. Oh man, that one's really cool. I could use that one more often for sure. That one's really cool too. Go ahead and try to hit multiple with that one. Then we got the jump. Whoa, that was awesome. I'm gonna try to test the damage differences between these. I'm gonna put my boost on too, just to see the. Looks like I forgot. So I've got some kind of status effect, and I can't jump down platforms now. I actually can't jump at all. That's what that is. This doesn't seem to use almost any mana, which is really helpful. The first skill I had used a lot of mana, and that's why I really didn't actually use it. I used Pinpoint Rocket mainly because it didn't use any, it just used energy. This is actually a skill that seems really helpful, and it doesn't require much of any of that. So I'm taking it for most monsters now. We actually have mob skills that hit multiple enemies at a far area of effect. That we're not going to use Pinpoint Rocket no more. We're probably going to use these mostly, which is more entertaining to me because I don't feel like Pinpoint Rocket should be one of the main skills used all the time. Becoming it's boring just spamming that attack. So now we have a chain attack that does different amounts of damage and all costs the same amount of MP, which is a good thing. And I feel like it'll make bossing and doing dungeons a lot more fun as well. I'm still really excited to get to the next dungeon. I don't think we get that until around level 50. I can't remember if it was 50, 40, 50, or 70. I'll check up on that before the video ends. Yeah, these skills are way more fun. Definitely like it. I'm gonna still use Pinpoint Rocket because it don't require mana, and it's just kind of like, hey, you can do this and then that at the same time, and it just kind of helps double attack these guys, gets them out of the way faster. And you can still reach enemies on higher platforms. I'm not sure if you can jump and then use the jump skill that I just got. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, so far these do a good amount of damage. This no jump status effect is really annoying though, so hopefully these enemies don't have all the same status elements attached as they go on throughout these maps. I really doubt they do, but you never know what Pocket Maplestory is going to throw at you. Now for my build, for my build, I don't exactly think you're gonna need the attack. Well, I can't remember if it was the Xenon Mastery. I'm not sure, but it's the one that makes you attack at a higher rate. I don't really need that for my build. I said it again, build, but I think I might incorporate that into the build because having a faster attack means doing a faster and better DPS, damage per second. Just because it doesn't make you do more damage doesn't mean it won't help you get through things faster, because you can attack faster, you can kill faster. Sometimes attack speed is better than actually increasing attack damage, because you can hit enemies more times faster in a certain amount of seconds than doing a certain amount of damage. It kind of multiplies quicker, so it's just better. But then that just depends. So I'm not gonna say it's 100% accurate with the Xenon class, but it's gonna be something I'm gonna be thinking about. And as I always say, when you guys get to a new area in Pocket Maplestory, like when you first get there and they get the first quest, always collect more of the drops than you're supposed to. Like I'm here just to get the cube slimes, but I'm going to go ahead and collect a few of the other guys' drops just to be sure, because eventually they are going to ask you for those drops, so you might as well grab them while you're there instead of traveling back and forth so much. I believe I'm actually going to go on to the next area as well and collect things from there before I go back, just because they're going to ask for that. That just kind of kills two or multiple birds with one stone. Yeah, finally, all that attacking, I just now ran out of mana. If that tells you how decent these skills are. And these are the first monsters I fought here in this map. Usually they take 2, 3, 4 kills or hits to get a kill off of them, and so far it seems like I can really kill most of them with just one hit. I recommend putting like I got 2 points in my skills, the chain attack skill, and I got 2 in the Xenon Mastery. I really recommend probably the best way to go is to actually put 1 into these chain attacks, the 1 skill point for all 3 skills, and then go ahead and max your Xenon Mastery for the attack boost right off the bat, and then focus on putting the rest of the points into these skills. Now I actually I wouldn't say I messed my build up because it functions properly, but I found a way that I can actually make it better. But you guys are going to keep doing it the way I've been explaining in the videos. I just have to tweak a few things, which I'm going to be doing later when I reset my skill build. But the best way to go is the way I put in my videos. So don't stray off that path if you plan on making a Xenon. There's other ways you can build your class. It's just the best way that I see for me to play. Of course, everybody's different, so if you guys don't like this, feel free to make your own builds and let me know down in the comments what your guys' builds are, what an idea of a build is for you guys, and I'll be glad to check that out. You never know, you guys may have something better than I do. I just do what I feel is most comfortable and what's the fastest way for mobbing and leveling up in Pocket Maplestory, best to my experience of playing Maplestory for years on end. So it's not really one set path. There is other ways to go about this. I know there's DPS builds, there's all kinds of builds. There's at least 3 different ways you can put your ability points in on your own as well. I just let mine go ahead and auto do themselves. They just automatically allocate themselves into my stats when I level up, but there is other ways. I know there's a pure dexterity build, there's a strength luck dex build, and I believe there's a dex strength or dex luck build. I'm not sure which one that is. You have to look it up yourself. I noticed there's not many. If you go to Google, there's not many Xenon builds on the internet yet. But if you go to the Pocket Maplestory forums, there's actually an Xenon build on there that has 2 or 3 different builds and one you guys can check out if you're interested in that. If you feel like seeking further information past my videos, be sure to check out the Pocket Maplestory forum. There's a lot of stuff there that'll help you guys out. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next area. I feel like I've killed enough of these guys and got enough of their drops. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that last thing right there, and we're gonna see what's in the next area. Alright, it looks just about the same things here, except for about one thing. So we're just gonna collect at least, I'd say 10-15 drops from these guys, and then we're gonna try to move on to the next area past this and see what's good. That's cool. That attack actually, if you're right underneath something, it'll actually hit the top platform too, so that really helps. Now when you get to this area and they hit you with a status effect where you can jump, you can't actually use the jump button, but you can use the skill that you get, the jump skill that comes with your chain attack to get to the top platform, so keep that in mind. Because that jump status effect will actually slow down your progress, but you still can spam the skill to get to higher platforms. That is really helpful. And we got our first level up. We're at level 42 now. I believe the next job advancement is level 31. It's not really far. It's only about 30 levels, so we'll get there within the week or so, I'd imagine. I'd get there almost in one day, but I don't play 24/7. I usually play for an hour at a time or so, every other day or so. I kind of build up videos for you guys and then just upload them as I see fit. I do plan on getting in a better pattern of uploading videos, like only uploading gameplays on certain days, probably every other day of the week. I'll be sure to discuss that in future videos when I get a better idea of what I plan on doing. That way you guys know when to check up on things and when things will be coming out instead of being so sporadically. Right now I'm just kind of fitting things in where I can between my everyday life, and it's just kind of a difficult task. Wow, the status effect is really annoying, not being able to jump. But there is a way to work around it, luckily. If we wouldn't be able to get that skill that lets you jump attack, it would be a really big pain in this area. I will say I do like this way better than the Aqua Road already. This place is nowhere near as rough as the Aqua Road. Unless I get to another map and things start one-hitting me, there's no way it's worse than the Aqua Road. I just did not like the swimming aspect of it, and how long it took you to float back down, and also the spikes all over the map that killed you. Until you get to higher levels, those spikes just pretty much one-hit you, and they're almost everywhere. I died so many times just because of those spikes, just because I actually didn't even notice they was there. No matter how many times I died, I still just kind of forgot and did not see him, because they just kind of blend in. And by the way, if you guys notice, I actually added 3 more skill slots to my screen. As you go to the options, you only get 4 to start off with, and you get this interchangeable thing right here that switches them up. But if you go to the options, you can actually set more circles for more skills. That way you can just put more on the screen, you don't have to worry about it. I might rearrange the location of them later on just to make it more comfortable. But for now, I'm going to go and leave them there. Oops, wrong skill. Can't reach. We're going to take this guy. I feel like now that you actually, in the second job, get skills that use MP that are effective and you will be using more often, that you're going to have to buy more mana potions, so making money is essential. I recommend trying to find ways to make misos at an early level and just kind of build it up for you when you get to this area. Like I said, one of the best ways to make money is fusing items, or you can go to areas where things are weak and they don't barely do any damage to you, and just kind of turn the auto combat on and just leave it running for as long as you see fit, and just come back and sell everything until your inventory is full, I'd recommend. Or yeah, that's just the best thing to do. Fuse items and sell them, or come back and just go and auto combat a weaker area, loot all the drops until your inventory is full, go back, sell everything, and just repeat that process. I've run across areas where I go just to farm stuff and sell all the stuff I get from drops, and a lot of times if you're too high a level, you will not get experience from the monsters you kill, but you will get their drops. So far I'm on the third area of this place, and nothing is really that strong that I'm worried about it hurting me. I think the highest damage I've took from something on the third map to the left of the town I'm in now is 65 damage, which I just took a second ago. It doesn't seem like they're hitting me with a status ailment in this area. I do like the area of effect these skills have. I feel like the main one you're going to be using is the one I'm using now, this, and the whip that hits a longer range. Unless you're trying to just jump to a top platform, you don't have to jump anymore. You can just replace the jump button altogether with the skill I'm using there. This is a faster way to fight enemies, and definitely a faster way to level up, especially if you're going for kills in a quest where it's a quest where you just gotta kill mobs. This is the way to go, because you can kill multiple at a time. Pinpoint rocket is almost... I wouldn't say ineffective at this point, because you could spam it like this and then come in and still hit things, and it's kind of a, I would say, combo attack at this point. But it seems to do not as much damage. I'm not even using my buff or anything. I'm just going to put that on and try to... Quick idea here. 1,732. And that's just off one rocket. So it still is effective if you're fighting bosses and stuff. I would recommend still using that. But when it comes to mobbing, I would say use these skills. But if you're trying to focus on a tough enemy, go ahead and use Pinpoint Rocket for sure. I don't really feel like there's going to be anything that's going to be too replaceable for Pinpoint Rocket at this point, unless there's another version of Pinpoint Rocket you get later down the road. Kind of harsh for the second job, because there's a lot of skills. There's a few skills that I actually like to check out, but I don't think they're necessary, and it'd be a waste of a point to actually put them in there, so I probably never get to see what they do. I might actually put 1 point in them just so I can show you guys what it's about before I actually reassign all my skills. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take a quick peek at the next map to the left of this area before we head back to town and actually end this part of the review and turn all our quests in. Oh, it don't look like there is a map, unless there is one at the top. It looks like it's a really short area. This direction, the other direction's probably got more training grounds. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and head back to town. We got a few skill points I see here. We're gonna go ahead and put those in real quick. Let me see what the damage boost is. 36 damage to maximum of 6 enemies. I believe we're hitting 4 enemies at a time right now. So we are going ahead and we're going to put the point into here. And I would say we're going to go ahead and go even still. We're going to put 1 more point into this and keep them both at 3-3. If you guys didn't get a chance to check out the other skills in my last video, I'll kind of do a quick rundown of the ones that I'm not using so far. You got Multilateral 3, which just adds to multilateral. Strength is over 40, you get +3 defense. You guys can kind of see it here on screen, so I'm not going to go through it all. This one actually looks really, really useful. It's Ion Thruster. It pretty much just thrusts at enemies in one direction until you let go of the button, so it pushes them all to one side of the map and takes damage as you do so. Linear Perspective temporarily activates a visual mode to detect enemies' weaknesses. This skill increases critical rate at the cost of surplus energy. This is actually something that I probably will use because it increases your critical attack, which is really important. And a Xenon booster. This is one I really want to use too because your attack speed goes up tremendously. And I feel the faster you can attack, the more damage per second you can go. Like I said, sometimes it's better to go with DPS than a faster attack rate. than it is to say max this skill all the way up to the top, because you're doing more damage faster, so it really multiplies out faster than you would be doing higher damage and attacking slower with only fewer attacks. We'll go ahead and turn this quest in. The gelatin is really firm, thank you. But this is not enough for my information. Do me one more favor. I do various activities to gather information. One of them is a stakeout in the hallway of the second floor of the lab, and homunculuses in there keep getting in my way. Alright, I believe that's all the quests I have to turn in right now, because you can only accept, one at a time. I forgot totally to turn my pet on this whole time and auto heal, so I've kind of been doing things on my own. Looks like I might have something new up here at the top if I can hit the button. Oh boy, I can't even hit it. There we go. Got a new friend request. I'm gonna go ahead and check that out real quick before we end the review. Alfar, I'm not sure if it's one of you guys from YouTube, so be sure if you guys try to add me on Pocket Maplestory and you are someone that's watching my videos, that you go ahead and send me a message on YouTube and comment in the comment section and let me know you guys are going to be adding me, so I'll be sure to incorporate you in my videos. Or write me on Pocket Maplestory, send me a message with the friend request and let me know you're someone from YouTube. That way I can get you in my dungeon videos, because I know that I told you guys in my dungeon videos that if you guys wanted to play Pocket Maplestory with me, add me on here, hit me in the comments and stuff. But if you guys really want to be in my party or part of a guild with me or play in dungeons with me, let me know that you have that intention, who you are, and that you're from YouTube, and I'll make sure I get you guys in my videos and give you a shout out. I'll talk to you guys later in the next video. Toxin out. Remember to like, subscribe, share, comment down below, and give me feedback, guys, what you would like to see more of, so on and so forth. I would love to communicate with you guys, and I will respond to every single one of you. Peace, y'all.